Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. I think we can currently just now witness here the fifth wave here to the downside in white that I already talked about in the previous video. Yeah, so there was still another low to come. So it might be exactly this one here. Just now. So time for an update. Where are we here with Ethereum? I think I explained in detail the different scenarios that are possible here. At the moment, which higher level scenario is playing out is extremely difficult at the moment to say. If we go below, we've already dropped below 1660, so that was already a key support. But if we go below 1560, then we have to assume that this impulse to the upside is already done, it's already over. Yeah, there are a few options which are possible here. The first option was here a wave 1, a wave 2, so basically impulse and correction. Then the wave 3, impulsive wave, correction down, and this was then the fifth wave here that we basically completed already an impulse as we reach this point here. Yeah, I told you, now we have to be careful. Yeah, be on the side of caution. And everybody who's watching my videos will remember that. I talked in this region about profit taking. I talked about we have now completed the requirements for a fifth wave, so a correction can start at any time. Yeah, we don't know when exactly it will happen, but it can happen now at any time. Okay, so that would mean if we completed the fifth wave, it would mean that this here would have been a wave A, an overshooting wave B, and we're now coming down in wave C. Basically, that we see here in basically an expanded flat pattern. That can work out. Yeah, that is one possibility. And if this is playing out, I would then look at this target range overall here for this retracement. We've nearly reached it anyway here between. Let me just show you how that's calculated. Drawing the fibs all the way to the peak there. Just adjust that down slightly. So here between the 23.6% fib level at 1571 and the 61.8% fib level. I would rather actually move that down a little bit to the 38.2% fib level, so between 1440 and 1230. In this scenario, that would be more likely. The other possibility is, and we can make that work, is that we say we have done here the wave 1, here the wave 2, this was the wave 3, this the wave 4, and this the wave 5. This is possible. Yeah, it's not ideal. It looks like a three-wave structure. We can make it work with certain subdivisions. I'm only showing it to you because it's possible, and then we can assume that we are now in a wave A to the downside. There would be a wave B to the upside and a wave C down, also pointing rather into this area, maybe ending a little bit higher. Okay, so these are basically the two key options. That we are still here in the super bullish scenario is getting less and less likely as we drop. That super bullish scenario would suggest that we've done here the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and that we are still in the wave 5, and these are only subwaves of the wave 5, and it would then still subdivide maybe a little bit lower, but then we do a massive run to the upside. So which of these scenarios is playing out? It's unclear at the moment. I think we have to assume we will go lower, and the reason for that is also the current and the upcoming correction in the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. Yeah, so I think we have a bit more space here to the downside, and we just need to observe now the subdivisions as they unfold to get greater clarity from where we can expect a bounce, and that will then give us a clearer structure here of the overall higher level wave count. But in this very short term, we talked about here an upcoming correction. Thought first it would be just a wave 4 fourth wave correction, a shallow retracement, but I changed it quite quickly to a wave 2, which this still is. Yeah, We captured here this wave B high, fantastic. Anybody who shorted here, congratulations. We reached the head and shoulders target, that was here 1700, and we even went below it. So that was all, I think, working out nicely. That we come down that far wasn't anticipated, but again, as long as you don't have a signal that the bottom is in here, you have to continue that you run with the trend. And at the moment, I still think that we are in a larger uptrend here, only in a correction. That is what we can assume as long as we stay here above 1230. But if we go below that level, then it is pretty clear that we are here rather clear that we are in an impulsive move to the downside, which will possibly subdivide to go below $880. Yeah, that is why I took some profits up here, because we never know. We can only make assumptions. Also, the Elliott Wave method can only give us an orientation of where we are. You know, it's not the tool that we can use to look into the future. It's fantastic, and I think of all the TA methods that there are, it is the best tool that can help us to understand upcoming trend reversals. Otherwise, I couldn't have told you up here that we will see a retracement down now, which is unfolding as we speak. Yeah. But which exact wave it is, we often can only tell afterwards to then give the next targets for the next move. And yeah, for me, the 1560 level is definitely the next key level here to be tested. And if we lose that, then we are on the way first here into this region between 1440 and 1230. And if we now zoom in here a little bit, this can at the moment still unfold further down. I think a really good indication that this has bottomed would be a move above $1,700. That's a key level on the Ethereum chart. Even better would be a move above this wave 4 high at 1730 to get a better indication that this move down is finished and that we can move higher again. If this will then be a wave 3 to the upside, or if it is just a corrective wave up, which will subdivide lower again, that will remain to be seen. But what we can already see is that we are oversold on the 4-hour chart. So we can expect that at some point here, maybe after one more low, there will be at least a bounce, because we are pretty much bottomed out here on the RSI. The MACD is already reversing to the upside, and the RSI is oversold. Yeah, oversold. So you can expect here at some point a bounce to the upside. That bounce it's not clear yet if this will be an impulsive bounce or just a corrective bounce. That is what we need to see going forward, but I think we are pretty close here to at least some kind of a low of a bottom. And my view would be that we possibly subdivide here once more lower, as already said in the previous video. And if we go below 1602, that previous swing low, then we will probably come down and retest the 1560 level. I think there could be a really strong bounce coming from that level. And if we reverse before that, for me, a good signal that we have bottomed out here, at least temporarily, would be a move above the wave 4 at 1725. Now, what if, and this is the bearish scenario, what if all of this was just a corrective move to the upside and we are now coming down impulsively? Even then, we would expect a move to the upside, because if we count this impulsively to the downside, so basically not as an impulse currently here in a wave C of a correction, but as an impulse of an impulse, then this here could be understood as a wave 1, which would then also be corrected in a wave 2. That would be another opportunity for people to get out and then come down in a really strong sell-off in a wave 3 down, then a wave 4 up and a wave 5 down, and that could take us below 880, not necessarily to $300 as indicated here, but maybe 616, which I indicated here already as key support. Yeah, so there should be, even if we are in an impulse to the downside, so that basically the bearish scenario works out and that my assumption, the higher level assumption, wasn't correct. Yeah, because I give the bearish possibility a probability, but it's not my primary expectation. Yeah, so but it's possible. Yeah, we need to be aware of it. So if this is unfolding, then there would be an opportunity to get out. If we see we're struggling to make a higher high, if we move up, then it's probably a wave 2, but I'll keep you updated, as you know, on a daily basis anyway. Okay, and that's my view about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.